The journey to Intersect now begins. I'm so excited. Ah! Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Humble Horologist channel. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Anthony and we're going to jump right into this. Hey, we went last week. When I say we, I guess that's the royal we. I went all by myself to Atlanta, Georgia, to Intersect Atlanta, which was a watch show featuring a plethora of independent watchmakers. And I got to go to each one to look at watches that I had heretofore never seen in person, nor had I had the chance to handle them, to put them on my wrist and to, get a good feel for them aside from looking at them on the internet all the time. And, that's the thing. We see watches on Facebook, on YouTube, and there's no stores to go see these in person. So these watch shows are really awesome to be able to have the chance to actually see them in person. But in doing so, there were some surprises and there were some disappointments. And I will share with you at the end of this video what I found out and how I was affected. Now, if you don't want to watch the whole video, it's a long one, and you don't want to look at all the watches that I took video of, then just skip forward to that and get to the end and then hear the rest of what I got to say. But whatever you do, I hope you don't get offended, and I hope that if you are a watch brand that is watching this that was there, hey, all of your stuff is awesome. I don't want to discredit any of it, but just understand that what I'm going to say is 100% from the heart, and I only mean the best for the whole industry. So let's get right into it. Take a look at the watches, take a look at these brands, and hopefully you'll see some stuff in there that maybe you might want to pick up one day. Well, I made it. You would never expect it to be in the place that it's in, but when you look at some of the cars that are around, it really doesn't say much either. But Intersect, it's in that building right there.
You just gotta find them.
My first ever watch show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, this is good because like the big one, like Wyndham, it'll get busier here too because it just opened up. But a lot of times.
why dress watch used to be at that size, because they would wear it all day.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I love it. So you said Hydra's in stock.
Meet up when we were in town last July.
When you were here, I was actually out the month on business.
Okay. And you probably were in touch with Dip.
Yes. Which you say you order, or were you lucky enough to
Otherwise, it's being shipped from Switzerland, and that might cause longer shipping time and also. Exactly.
All right, yeah. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
I've resorted to putting my watch on my right wrist so that I can try on all these other watches instead of just holding them in my hand.
Yeah, and so we're manufacturing the case, the crown, the hardware, everything on the outside is made in Colorado. And everything on the inside is roughly 100 years old.
That's incredible.
Thank you. So we have two brands. Everything on this side of the table is all Vortic Watch Company. Those are my pocket watches turned into wristwatches. And then over here I have prototypes for our new Colorado Watch Company. Those are fully modern watches made in Colorado. Here, and then that's why we have, our new Colorado brand is made to be a little more, I don't want to say affordable, I say attainable.
How much is like this one?
That one would be 2,000. This one would be 1,500.
It's a little bit less than those, but
Yeah, we still want to make an heirloom quality watch.
I like the straps too. I like the military straps. But yeah, they're all really good. It's hard to
Well, they all made such a huge range of watches.
I'm not really a big fan of Hamilton because of that, because they got like
Massive range, yeah.
But Hamilton is a little more.
Hamilton mostly, mid to high. And to me, it's a really interesting watch. Such a great conversation piece too. Just that cover. These will be for sale probably July, August.
Cool stuff, isn't it?
And these are prototypes, but they're really
I noticed that.
How are you all today?
Looking forward to it.
I love them.
Thank you.
I know the perspective. Like,
It looks really good. I like the sandblasting finish on it.
I like it, yeah. Well, it looks like a tool watch.
It is, yeah.
If you go use a tool watch to go for a hiker, you want to be regular outdoors, you don't want to be shiny and like plenty other watches for that. It's just its own thing.
They're sold out, aren't they?
Yes, they are now. We're going to make some more. It's going to be a little while, but we should hopefully be able to ship it. Hopefully towards the end of the year, just depending on how fast I can. I have to get
This, it works because of the depth, like the light. Yeah, I do appreciate that.
The dates and the day. Keeps it in balance.
So I'm familiar with Notice just from the Matt Farah Canyon. I like the clasp. Yeah.
there's also a micro adjustment.
Oh. Same as the Canyon.
It's going to have $400.
So
Yellow Bruntley.
Oh, yeah.
It's like son of a bitch.
it has a little more downward curve. That's cool. But they'll wear the same.
Yeah, no, it looks great. It's real thin. I got the
I actually felt bad. Like,
Probably the worst thing.
How's it going?
Good, you?
Good. Feel free to try anything on. These are all the demos.
Congratulations, man. Most visible. Hey, Jimmy.
Well, I could take the card, so. I totally forgot it.
And they will come with an extra strap, so the rubber will also come with leather. The stainless steel will also come with leather as well.
All right, what's the number on it?
Those are normally $11, but on sale $9.99. I don't have too much here, but like I was even like this, for example. Like I did this experimental dial instead of just putting it in the straight stainless case. I was like, I'm gonna do the rose gold bezel, which kind of pulls out the dial. Yeah, that looks really good. Yeah. So I feel like there's a way to creatively do two-tone. Whereas I remember, like in the '80s, I remember one of the watches I saved up for was a god awful two-tone, typical 1980s two-tone. I feel like that's coming back with more two-tone. Whereas
A lot of stuff is coming back.
whether we want to or not. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, John.
Great to meet you.
I'm John.
I'm Cole.
Oh, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'll definitely take a look. I love
Really?
Yeah,
the designs are fantastic.
Yeah, and
I don't know. I'd rather have markers. I can orient myself.
pick the tires from my watch builder.
Oh, you have a little discount code. Definitely, we'll do.
And I'll be adding some more dials to it.
Back with you, 7. Quite yet. Start packing and
Yeah,
spinning.
there's a few left. Yeah, please do. Please do.
Have a good one.
Enjoy the show.
They vary between 2 to 3. Again, how do you raise that
Including bezels, is 42. Later this year, we'll actually do a full Swiss made watch as well. We're trying to keep it within like US and Swiss. Yeah.
Strato
Timer.
timer?
Yeah.
That's you guys, right?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, good. Let me know if there's a watch in check out. This one? Yeah. Oh, you did? Awesome, man. That movement when you travel, I mean, the glass too, yeah. That's the thing that's like, right. No, absolutely. Off the shelf apartments. No. I haven't. He reviewed one of our hydro timers. Yeah, obviously. Absolutely. Yeah, I'd love to do that. Yeah, because I'm a big fan of Lauren. I mean, great guy. Obviously,
Let's have a beer.
Absolutely. Ideas are everything.
Hey. Yeah. These are different. What? Yeah, they're different. Sure. So, it's do you have plate on? Oh, yeah. So
What is Fordite?
Fordite, that's the material. So the reason why it's called Fordite is because it's like petrified carpet from mostly the Fordite factories in
Oh, okay.
Michigan.
I was like, that's totally perfect. Totally genius. I love that. That's so great. Richard's lovely. He seems like team over there's lovely. And we always have a blast. So there's a fantastic photo that one of the watch media put out there of when we were setting up the British Watchmakers Day. So we set up our stand quite early, so I just sat there with Magnus and Richard building the pizza boxes. So my name's Richard, but that goes through to
Scott Miller, Paul Franco.
Really appreciate it.
Very cool watches. Come down, they're beautiful.
They really are.
Thank you. Thank you. So that's the Red Cliff collection, that's the cushion case. Feel free to take some cleaning takes. Red Cliffs, which we've just relaunched. And then I bought one of the original Brunswicks for my now ex-wife as a gift. So you win some, lose some.
It happens, sure.
It was serial number 5.
Is it from the same cut? You guys just rotate it so it has like
Different
contrast?
cuts. 2 different cuts.
Okay.
So that it has that contrasting piece.
Yeah.
And it allows for that fluff fit as well to have the 2. Each of the obliques has 2 little pins to hold it in place.
Oh, really?
So you've got
Oh, that's got to be frustrating to do. Yeah.
to stop it from cracking.
Yeah.
It must
or
be a
shipping
nightmare.
or yeah.
So we also do it on the bracelet as well as the strap.
Yeah. I prefer a bracelet, but
It's a great no cost. Tax the shipping is free. It comes to
thank you very much.
My pleasure, thank you, sir.
All right.
What do you think? You doing okay? Hi, gents, how are you? And the 36. Oh, pleasure.
They have this same similar one in bronze. You can get like this shape, this one in bronze.
Is it? Yeah, that's the purple. Yeah, it's titanium. It always gets buried with all the noise we have, but it's the best dive watch in the collection for me. Vintage goodness.
You might have sold me. Can I see it one more time and take a picture of my
You do anything you want. This is Intersect. Yeah, and obviously I've just given all the strap options that you can have.
Making all these dark colors.
Yep. And that's how we want you to buy it. It just looks, it's not much of a difference in price.
Are you doing new colors on the belt canto?
No, not until we've caught up with the back orders. Yeah, we got to be fair. Yeah, but those 4 are pretty good. Like I said, the black's for me the best. Yeah. But if you were,
It's cost certified.
I know white France looks yellow.
It's the same certification as
So we've got lots and lots of things we want to do. But this year, this just came out. We had a couple of watches that are coming out new sizes.
Switzerland and customers.
There's a lot of people that are missing that.
It has to be accurate.
Either bigger or smaller, and then we have a lot of fun. We want
I'm sure the big bill is definitely an homage for sure. Yeah, it's got that.
I'd love to see it. What do you like size-wise?
I love the size of that.
That's what it just came out. So these are both 36, that's 39. All the 3 colours come out in these 2 sizes. So
What's the price on that?
12, 25.
Wow, that is
So that's again, it comes back to how we sell it. So we call it the Power of 3. So if it cost us $500.
Tell me about this logo. How did you guys come up with this logo?
So you can see on the front here, our name is Christopher Ward.
Right.
It's not symmetrical. It is a guy's name on a guy's watch. People say it's to show you. So the tail is up and the beak is down. That means that it's off. Turn it on. The beak goes up, the tail hits the reverberating ring, and this is titanium, so that's obviously where you get the noise. As the hour goes around, you will hear a chime of D. So we want it to be a happy noise. Yeah. And that's it. And at night time, just turn it off.
Awesome.
Definitely work with like retailers around like Maryland, but yeah, let me know.
Actually, believe it or not, so you're great. I spend 90% of my time looking at watches.
Yeah, I do too. Don't worry. I get it.
How'd you get into it?
Obsession with watches.
That's why I'm starting to
I fell into the rabbit hole of watches, and then that's my watchmaker. He's a third generation watchmaker, certified on Omega. So if you could work on an Omega watch, you could definitely work on my watches. So, oh yeah. So yes, but unless it's okay, okay, yeah, shoot me an email.
My name's
Frank Allen. You too, Frank. Yes. How's it going? Hi, thank you. Let me know if you have any questions. These are the newest ones.
So, what did you think? Did you like the watches that you saw? Did you wish that you could have been there? Well, I gave you the opportunity and I announced that I was going, and if you didn't go with me and you were in the area, that's not my fault. That's your fault. Maybe next time, next year, we can go together. Hey, I'll pay for the gas and I'll buy the coffee. Well, here's the thing. This is what I want to share with you. I'm not going to name any names. I want to keep this as generic as possible so that I don't hurt anybody's feelings. But when I went to this watch show, I didn't have any idea what to expect other than to see watches that I had never seen before in person. Now, the problem with that is that the only time that I have seen these watches has been on the internet. I've seen YouTube videos, I've seen Facebook posts, I've seen Facebook group posts, I've seen people wear these different kinds of watches and say, look at what I've got on my wrist. Let's take some macro shots and let's look really close at these watches and see how beautiful and well made they are, and blah, 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 blah. That is so different than when you actually have the watch in your hand looking at it. Because with your own eyes, you cannot see the macro shots. You can't see that close. You can't see the fine detail. But with your hands, you can feel something to see if it feels like it's made well, if it's flimsy, or if it's got some weight to it, if it's a serious feeling watch or something that just feels like a toy. When you see these in person, if you have had some sort of idea that was predicated on a video and nothing tangible, then you run the risk of being disappointed when you see these watches for the first time, because that's what happened to me. Now, there were a couple of different brands that were right where I expected them to be. There was one brand that literally exceeded what I thought it would be like, because the videos that I saw of it and pictures and ads and stuff on Facebook, I thought maybe they were overhyping that watch brand. But when I got to see it in person and held it and wore it, I was very impressed. I thought this watch is better than what I expected. But there were some that, a couple of brands specifically, that cost a lot of money, and I was just not that impressed. And this is one reason why. It's because you can get watches nowadays from overseas, and I'm not talking Switzerland, I'm talking China, from places like San Martin or even Pagani Design. And these watches are made so well, finished so well, come so good looking for far less money. It makes it hard to appreciate the watches that come from independent companies that do not offer the same level of finish and features that a $100 watch from China does. Does that make sense? And so now I think we run the risk of making really good watches seem cheap because, see, when I held some of them, they didn't feel as good as the Pagani design I have on right now. And that made me sad. But hey, everybody's different. This was my personal experience. And I hope maybe you get to share your experiences in the comments below if you've ever had the opportunity to go to a watch show, what you thought when you got to see these watches for the first time. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I'm crazy. Let me know if you think I'm totally out of my mind. Share whatever you want to share. Just keep it clean, keep it nice if possible. And let's start a conversation. And that would be fun. What do you think about watch shows? What do you think about seeing watches for the very first time? Has it ever changed your opinion when you did so of that watch or watches in general? And we'll get together again soon in another video, but until then, remember, watches are replaceable, but time is not. And I appreciate you spending your time with me. God bless.